And we're live here at Power Boxing Fitness. My name is Will Power Coix, pro boxer and your boxing coach, along with special guest
Noah, the awesome Noah,
and
Juliana, the gymnast girl.
Ooh, yeah, and we're here. Just finish up the kids class. Show them your hand wraps. Show them your boxing stance. Show them your muscles. Yeah, we rocked it today, right?
Yes.
What'd you guys think of the kids class?
I liked it because we did sparring.
You did sparring? Yeah, and she did really good for her first. She's been sparring for like her fourth time, fifth time?
No, like 10.
Oh, 10 times. And Noah, how was yours?
No, it was fine. We've been training here for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and,
2 weeks.
Good already.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check out how they did in sparring, make sure you check out my Instagram at Will the Boxer before it disappears. It's on my story. I also have it on Snapchat at Will the Boxer to see these kids take out their frustrations in sparring, but you can only see it for 24 hours, so it's a limited time before the footage of them sparring is gone. I'm gonna make a video on their sparring in a full video, but I gotta edit that video first. And so tell them what we did today in kids class.
Oh, so today we were practicing and we got like a bag and we threw it up and we test how fast we were, and then we got the bag and picked it up and kept on rolling it, and then after that we were all ready for sparring, and we wear head protection so we don't get hurt or anything, so don't worry about getting hurt.
Yeah.
And then when we did it, we had 2 cones, and I was with my dad and Noah was with Austin, and then we switched groups, and you have to say like, one has to say in front of the cone and back of the cone, and you have to like move them around and then stop. And then after that, we did like these, like punching, like that. And it was really fun.
Yeah, and we have two groups, 2 kids cat groups, one at 12 p.m. and one at 5:30 Mondays and Wednesdays, and then we have 10 a.m. on Saturday. So if you guys want to bring in your kids, we start them off at the ages, please, around 8 years old to 12. But if you say that your kid can do it at age 5, then let's get them in here. There's just a big imbalance of attention span, if you know what I mean. But how old are you, Noah?
8.
8. And how old are you?
9.
So this is the majority that we have here, and we don't want to pair them up with somebody too big or too small. So, if you guys have any questions about the kids class, it's Mondays and Wednesdays, 2 groups, one at 12 and one at 5:30, and then we have a Saturday at 10 a.m. So please leave a message. Let me know that you want to bring in your kids. We'll get them started. And Noah, you want to show them a little bit of your technique?
Yeah.
You want to get in a boxing stance? All right, so show them a little bit. Show the camera.
So first, when you go like this, you slide, then roll, and
Yeah, go ahead, throw. And then what you do?
and then so you go this side, then roll, and then this is to block the jab, and then the jab right there, and then you go like that.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Yeah.
But then make sure that your boxing stance are like this.
1 foot in front, 1 foot back. You see that? Now, Juliana, want to show them something?
Sure.
Show them how to throw a jab. All right. So what are you doing?
You have to put your left foot like this, and then do this, and
Yeah.
but usually people don't do this.
No, not the front for their jab. Their jab is the front side. And show them a little bit. Throw that jab, quick. Boom, boom. Look at that. Look at that jab. It's almost snappy.
Yes.
Good.
And make sure you come to Will Power Coix
Yeah. Podcast.
and the gym, because it's wonderful here, and I think I love it because there's like a ring and it's really fun. And then there's rings, there's things that you can punch in, and then you got head protection and gloves.
Woo! Yeah, so we start them off with the thing you can expect with them is that they're going to come in unsure about what the class is about, which is normal because everybody can think about, oh, if I bring my kids in boxing, what's going to happen? You can have all these thoughts like, oh, I'm going to get beat up or whatever. The kid may be scared, your kid may be like shy, but you know what? I think after time, everybody starts having fun, everybody's smiling, laughing, joking, and it's really cool to see them evolved from where they first started to where they are now. What is the most fun thing that you guys like to do in kids class?
My most favorite thing is to do in kids class is sparring, because like I love wrestling and it's like boxing, but you have like a helmet on and gloves and hand wraps, but it's a little different.
Yeah. And Noah, what's your favorite thing about boxing?
My favorite thing about boxing is sparring, because that's the most part that you learn how to fight and everything, and then you see how you do it, and then you say, oh, I have to try better, then you do it the next time you do better.
Awesome. That's that's my favorite part too about boxing, is the sparring part.
And
I like, it's not so much about the sparring, but it's also learning as you do it every single day. It's the journey, because everybody wants to be a champion, right? But once you become champion, they may feel like, okay, now what? It's about going to each part that makes it better. I think that's the best part. It's the journey to become a champion that makes it amazing. So, what else do you want to say about kids class?
Kids class is really fun. I think more people should be coming here because this gym is cooler and I love it. And you should start coming here because there's a lot of activities to do in boxing, like sparring, jump roping, punching bags, and you get to meet Will Power.
Oh yeah, I know. What do you think? What's another thing about boxing?
I like doing some jump roping, and then in the morning we have some exercise. We do push-ups and we do everything, and then we get do sparring after.
Oh, it always comes back to the sparring, yeah.
And if you want to practice some more and you're ready, come to this gym. And for kids class, you can even work at home to do boxing, and you can do like push-ups. You can even punch the wall. You can have like somebody's hands, and you can punch their hands.
Yeah, there's 3 ways you can learn boxing. 3 ways. The number 1 way you can learn boxing is doing yourself home training. Home training is great because you can do it at your own time, your own schedule. The only problem with home training is that no one will tell you that you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong. A lot of the mistakes I see people make is that, why would I want to pay for a video when I can get that for free on Instagram? Well, the only problem is that video is not going to tell you how you're doing it right or wrong. It just gives you the exercise and you do it, and it was not the same as somebody telling you what to do. And the second way to learn boxing is you can go to a group class. A bunch of people who want to learn boxing, a bunch of people who also have different goals and motivate you and push you and inspire you, being a part of a team. The only problem with a group class is that the coach's time is divided between everybody else, and you won't get that full attention from everybody. The third way to learn boxing is personal training. One-on-one attention. You'll get the coach's attention every single second, every single minute to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. The only problem with personal training, it costs a little bit of money. But if you balance those 3 things, like some days you do stuff at the house, some days you do group classes, and other days you do a personal training session every other month, that's what's going to take you to the next level. And I highly suggest you do this, okay? Because a lot of people, they're okay with group classes. Well, the thing is, you're going to get caught up in bad habits. You're never going to learn from your mistakes, and you're always going to be caught in a rut. Where it's just as good as it gets, home training and personal training combined in one, but still you want to be able to grow, because that's when things start to get boring. Now, kids, when you first started boxing, what were your first thoughts?
My first thought was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get hit. But I realized that when I start doing it, you wear helmets, gloves, and you be safe, and no one will really hit you that hard, because maybe they're gonna do it softly because you're brand new.
Yeah, they're gonna go easy on you, and we're not here to beat anybody up. We're here to learn. We're here to grow as a team. Noah, what was your first thoughts when you're gonna go to boxing? What were you thinking when you first came to boxing class?
I thought I was gonna get hit by the other kids and everything. I thought they were all stronger than me, and I said, okay, try, and then if you keep on trying, you get better at it.
So what happened once you did your first class? How did you feel afterwards?
I felt amazing because it's really fun to do and I love it, and it's really fun to do, and like everything's so cool to do.
You didn't think the first thing you thought? When you thought it was going to be tough, you thought it was going to be hard, and then so you end up having fun.
Yeah, but some kids like cry a little.
The first days, yeah.
Because they don't really get it.
But after a while, they get really good. And Noah, what do you think? After you took your first class, what you think then?
I thought I was good because my mom said I had a good job, and then my nephews and Christian, Sophia, and everybody said that I was good. So I said, yeah, thank you guys. And it made me feel proud of myself, so I wanted to do it more and more.
Yeah, so I think everybody's got their first thoughts putting their kids into boxing, or if you're a person yourself who wants to do boxing, what am I going to get myself into? And you have all these imaginations, and you literally believe what's going on in your head, and then you end up taking class and you say, hey, that's not what I first thought. And it's so funny. It happens in life all the time. Our brains will always tell us what will happen bad first before we tell ourselves what could happen, what's good. But that's the way it is. You know, we have thoughts to protect ourselves, and that's why we say, oh, I'm gonna get beat up, or oh, they're gonna put me through torture. But really, that's not like that at all. So now, how do you feel about your boxing? How do you feel? Where has it made you, what made you become boxing? Like, and it makes sense. How are you feeling now with boxing?
I'm feeling great because like you've been teaching me and Grandpa has teaching me, and I love it.
Yeah, and Noah, how do you feel now that you're doing boxing?
I feel proud of myself, and I like boxing now because I know how to fight and everything. And
Defend yourself.
Yeah. You want to show them the helmets?
Sure, why don't you go get it? So guys, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments and we'll answer them. Talk to you about kids class, you know, what we offer here. Because I think, like I said before, we all have those first negative thoughts of what could happen, and then all of a sudden you realize that it's not as first as you thought, and then all of a sudden you become a better, stronger person, and now we transform into where these kids are, more disciplined, more attention focus oriented. When they like something, they complete to do it. And I think that's the most biggest struggle that most kids have, is that they don't know what to do. They try something out and they don't like it and they leave. But as soon as they find something they love and like to do, they will continue growing from that one thing. And that can lead into many other things. So if there's ever a problem with kids not knowing what they like, just put them in everything. Find what works for them, and you will see them flourish.
And
So there
you need to wear hand wraps because my dad has little cuts right here from the gloves because they can easily hurt you. So you need protections from your gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah, what do you got there?
Okay, so I got this. There's two kind of different helmets. So there's this one that you can basically more see because there's like a space right here, and it's more. They're both the same protection. And then this one, it just has squares on it. They protect you.
So if I put this on and I get hit, what happens?
Nothing. Here.
Nothing.
Ready? It doesn't hurt him because he has this and it won't hit his face.
So I'm not gonna get bruises?
Nope.
Oh wow. Wow. Oh, God!
That fell. 1, 2.
And we also wear bigger gloves too, so there's a lot of protection in these gloves, real thick, so there will be no...
There will be these.
There's some little gloves like these.
Yeah.
But it's mine.
But they're cushioning, they're pillows. And you know what? And I think,
There's even these gloves. You can either borrow some at the gym, order some online, really cheap. And
they gotta buy it here, though.
Oh yeah, and we have some helmets for sale that's $60. So
Yeah, and you know what? If you're watching this video and you want to bring in your kids for this class, I'm going to offer you a special deal. But in order to claim the special deal, you have to message me first. It's a deal that you can't pass up. I'm going to give you a $50 membership here for kids class when we normally charge $75. But you have to message me now or later in the day to claim this offer.
yeah, and this is the one that's for sale.
Yep.
$60.
Make
It's
sure
all
you
brand new.
come
It has
to Power Boxing Fitness, and it's in Wash, Chicago. If you live somewhere else, you can still drive, or you can go to a different gym. And we live in Wash, Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to go to this gym.
Exactly, and I plan to make online boxing training courses, make a bunch of videos where your kids can watch me on YouTube or wherever I'll have the videos up, and they can learn from me online. It don't matter, but reach out to me, let me know what you think about the kids class. Would you put them in? Again, we got 2 groups, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12 p.m., Mondays and Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m., and then we have a kids class on Saturdays at 10 a.m., and we love to help everybody and anybody, don't matter the age, how small or how big, how skinny, it don't matter. As long as you do something to motivate yourself, to push yourself, to inspire yourself, that's when the change and the fun begins to happen. If you have any questions, please let me know.
And if you like watching like TV and stuff, that's not good, because you need to go to the gym, get some exercise, and work hard.
Yeah.
And eat healthy food and drink Shakeology.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not
guys,
like Diet Coke, not like water is good. Eat healthy. Like
Yeah.
you.
don't drink flavor water, just water makes you
Only if you feel
ass.
like
Alright guys, and we will see you in the next round.
Bye.
My name is Willpower Coix, pro boxer and your boxing coach. Boxing is one of the best ways to stay fit, release stress, and to defend yourself. With my online boxing course on martialartsen.com, you'll start with the basics. Punches, 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 footwork, and coordination. Advanced techniques, where we're gonna do combinations and conditioning. With my pro tips, you'll take your training to the next level using real techniques that I use to prepare for my next fight. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today.